Hello, my name is Lida. I am 19 years old.
I'm Lida, 19 years old, and live in the kids' village of the Buddhist Development Organization BSDA, and I will tell you about my life. I'm Buddhist, and from time to time I pass through this beautiful temple, which originates from the Hinduist Cham culture of the 11th century, and integrated later a Buddhist temple. But I believe as well in spirits and gods, and this scares me. We are now on the way to visit my family. I have a brother and 3 sisters. My father died when I was 4 months old. My mother gave then my brother to my grandmother to help her in her household, because she went to Phnom Penh to work in a factory. I was first with her and then with my grandmother. When I was in the 2nd degree of the school, my mother met her 2nd husband. With him we went all of us to Poipet, at the Thai border. There I went to school. My mother gave birth to another girl, but the 2nd husband left us. So his income had gone too, and my mother married a 3rd man, nearly secretly. My grandmother wanted me in Kampong Cham. My mother lived with 2 kids only in Poipet.
This is my mother.
This is my mother and her garden. She lives at the time in our family.
This is my aunt. This is my sister.
When I then reached the 3rd degree in school, my mother got me to Poipet again. She worked in a restaurant and I helped as a vendor in the street. My ability to write I only got later with BSDA. My grandmother wanted me to come back, but she died. I always wanted to live with my mother, but not with her man. By the way, they were just Christian missionaries coming to convert us. We wanted our mother with us in Kampong Cham and to build a family house here. My mother accepted and got the credit, but later she went back to Poipet, and we as kids had to pay back the credit of $500. In Cambodia, 5 monthly salaries. When I was 14, I went to the textile factory. A friend of mine lent me her ID card to prove that I'm already 18. It was back and forth. Then came a telephone call from my mother in Poipet to tell us that we could earn more money there. And like this, the world turned between the 2 locations. This is the way to my actual home. I live in the kids' village of BSDA, an organization of Buddhist monks and laymen who engage in giving us formation and personal development. First I got from BSDA a scholarship for the school. I didn't like to continue in the factory and lived at that time with my aunt. I had debts of $90 for medicine, food and the credit. So I now joined the kids' village where I learned during 1 year to improve my professional opportunities. I learn at the cooking school, work at the sewing courses, learn English and repeat lost knowledge from the primary school. I live in a group of 20 young women, and for the first time, I feel free.
Okay, again.
In my life, I went again and again from Poipet to Kampong Cham and back, and again and again. Nowhere I felt at home.
Bông Yên, với năng bông xím năng nhom.
Nào xin lại nè.
Bông xím cái lại nụ.
Hỏi như thế này.
Bông Yên, cái nước nhom.
Nhom.
Dạ.
Hỏi cho đi xong làm.
Đây mong buồn.
Hỏi như là ní bông nè.
Cái này bông Yên.
Hỏi nó.
Nên nhom cái bông xím.
Nhom.
Dạ.
Hỏi cái đài của anh này.
Cái đai tay đặt trong hào.
Tăng hào.
Now my mother would like that I take care for 2 of her kids, and my grandfather wants me to guard his grandsons. But we have found a solution. These kids go to my aunt and will get a scholarship. Now, more recently, my mother is back from Poipet, without her 3rd husband. And in reality, we live all peacefully together again, as I have always wanted to. I don't know yet how I decide for my future. Because I could open as well a sewing studio with a small credit of an NGO and be independent.
Mà nó tranh của mình nhá. Style cái không? Style cái. Thằng nào đấy dây lên sẽ càng tiếp nó lên
BSDA with Eco Solidar will develop the kids' village further to reach educational training space for 100 youth. The land and the building plans exist already.